Hey, what's up? My name is Nick Russo, and we're in the studio with very honored to introduce you to the lovely Kat
That's
Graham.
very sweet.
How you doing, Kat?
I'm good. This is cool. Texas.
Welcome to Texas.
I've only seen one cowboy hat.
Really? Well, it's a myth that we all have cowboy hats and boots and stuff.
Is it a myth?
Yeah. Well, right now the rodeo's going on in town, so you.
So
might
they're
see
all
a few
there.
more. Yeah, they're all there. They're just concentrated right now.
That's so funny.
So you're from the CW's TV show Vampire Diaries. Now,
Right.
How long have you been doing this?
The show I've been on since the pilot, so 4 years
Nice. So you play a witch now.
on the show.
Bonnie,
yeah.
right? Mm-hmm. So tell me about the character, because I'm not going to lie, I really don't keep up with the show often, but I want to know about Bonnie. Tell me about your character.
The character I play on the show is they're in high school, and she's the best friend of this girl, Lena Gilbert, who is in love with a vampire. Depending on which week it is, depending on which vampire she's in love with. But she's in love with these. She has close relationship with these two brothers who are kind of fighting over her, and they're in this love triangle, and a lot of stuff goes down. I guess to sum it up, and Bonnie is sometimes the heroine, and yeah. It's
Nice.
cool.
That's cool. So, were you ever into vampires and witches? Like, was that anything? Like, were you interested in that? Like, reading stories about it growing up or anything? Or was it your first experience?
Not really. I mean, it was just like, honestly, I didn't even think I would book the job. I thought it was just like another pilot, but I really liked it. And originally, they started off where the character was just psychic and had like this, telekinesis thing, and then it eventually went into like, they kind of hinted, but they made her like a full-on witch.
Have you ever felt like you're a little bit of a psychic though?
I think women have intuition for sure, and I think that plays into it. But I don't think that like I can't like hold a crystal ball and be like, this is gonna happen.
Yeah, for sure. Well, no one can actually predict anything, but yeah, we can all take our best guess, right? And
yeah,
and I think there is something strong about intuition. Though. It's a little more right than.
Oh yeah, no, you got to listen to it for sure.
Definitely. Now, so was your intuition talking to you at 6 years old when you first got into television? Because I read that you were starting when you were 6 in the commercials, and I just can't imagine being 6. Like going in front of the camera and
really, yeah, it's all I knew. And then when I was about 13, 14, that's when I started doing DJ stuff, and that's when I got into music and recording.
Oh, nice. And so you've been making music for over almost 10 years now.
Yeah, a long time.
Nice.
A long time.
So now with Wanna Say, it's your follow-up to Put Graffiti on Me.
Well, yeah, but we never went to radio for Graffiti. It was something that we wanted to bring to the clubs and let people discover, and people say, oh, she's an artist, because a lot of people think it was a transition from Vampire Diaries into music, and that was never the case. It was always, I was doing music way before the show. But yeah, no, Wanna Say is our first song to radio, and it's like very pop and fun, and it's a love song, and it's such a positive, cute. I love it.
Now, when I watch the video, it reminds me sonically of Sia. Your voice, you have a
I
really
love
beautiful
her.
voice.
I really want to work with her. She's awesome.
Well, I can hear that sound. I can hear that just that real nice worldly voice. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
that's very sweet.
You're welcome. And now, visually, I saw Aaliyah. Like,
Oh,
have you ever
that's
heard that
really
before?
sweet. I've heard that before. I think Aaliyah's like way more beautiful than me. I mean, rest in peace. She's way awesome. And I think she was taller. I'm like 5'4". I want to clear that up. Can I clear that up on the air? Because like I've like looked online and everywhere it says I'm 5'2" and I'm like missing 2 inches. I'm 5'4".
I actually read that also, and I actually told everyone in the building that you're gonna be 5'2". So
But now you got to tell everyone now with a megaphone that I'm 5'4".
you got it. We'll tell the masses.
Much taller than what
And then in
people
heels,
think.
you got to be like 5'6", 5'7",
At least.
somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there.
Nice. Now, so what's gonna happen after Wanna Say? Are you working on an album, EP? Or
I am
what's
working
happening?
on an album. We were listening to some new mixes in the car on the way here, and it's really cool. I want Wanna Say to do what I want it to do, and then the next single to be even bigger, and then just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And but yes, we're working on an album now.
Any plans or any idea, like a ballpark idea when it'll be out, or how long the project's expected to last?
Listen, I would release an album yesterday. It's up to the label. I'm hoping this year. I mean, I would expect it to be this year.
For sure. Now, I have a couple of random questions for you because as I
Okay.
was looking through your resume,
I
here,
love the random questions.
I got to know your thoughts on Lindsay Lohan because you were in Parent Trap and you actually acted with her. Is that right?
Yeah,
Like,
we were friends during the filming
were
of
there-
it.
I know she was very young, but were
She
there
was
ever,
very
were
young.
there ever any signs that like she was a little crazy? Like, I mean, I don't think she's crazy. I think she just ends up in the wrong place at the wrong time a lot of times. But
I mean, I don't want to say, but it's been I don't know, you think back at times when you're a kid and it's like if she was completely like never had a problem and everything had gone smooth for her and she was like on top and did her thing, then certain things I wouldn't think when I'm watching it like well, when, she had that bad day as she was a kid, because when you're a kid, you act up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
especially in that environment.
Yeah, we were just like, all of us, we were just kids running around shooting this. But now, because of what has happened with her, you kind of think back and you were like, well, they did say that she was, a little bit of a monster here or there. And you think back that, but then you're like,
what kid wasn't?
What kid wasn't?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know. I didn't spend enough time with her.
So how did you avoid, you could say, the pitfalls of show business, if you will?
I failed. Most of my time in this industry I've failed. I've tried and I failed, and I've tried and I failed. And it's in music. I had a deal. I left, and then Octone is my second deal. I first was doing stuff with will.i.am, and then I was back to where I started, and then I was doing different TV shows, and then I would just go back to auditioning. So it was such a long process for me that the idea of getting caught up all of a sudden and thinking that I'm the because I can't say that on radio, is just silly, because it's like I know what it's like to have gone somewhere that you're really excited, like, wow, like I finally got to this place, and then being kind of dragged back to where you started.
Yeah, definitely, because I said this the other day, everything can change in the time it takes to send a tweet. Like,
yeah.
Like, you could be on top of the world one second, the next you're just...
And then that's why I just want to be good to, like, my fans and, like, be good to, like, the people I work with, because it's like you never know when it's just gonna...
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, when it's going to come to a stop. But, I mean, it's funny you say failure, because I don't see failure at all. Like, I mean, sure, maybe the shows didn't
Little
work
failures.
Out, but I mean,
they're good, though.
You were getting after it. Like, your list is super long of
Thanks.
shows you've been a part of. And I was, it made me really laugh when I heard you were the Got It From My Mama girl.
Yeah.
Like, for so long, people probably thought that was Fergie or something, but
yeah.
that was you.
And I did another song on that record called the Donkey Song, which was really fun.
Is he talking about a butt?
He is talking about a butt.
Have you heard She Got a Donk? You heard that
yeah.
Term? I didn't realize till the other day that donk meant donkey butt. Like, I had no
You
clue.
didn't know? You obviously don't watch Atlanta Housewives.
Yeah, I don't. You're right.
We'll catch you up.
All right, do that. Sure. Which is a crazy show, by the way.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't understand the whole basketball celebrity romance, multiple wives and girlfriends thing. I don't understand why that's like...
I think girls love it because they're like... I don't know. They just get into it. They like looking at other people's relationships. Yeah.
And real quick, we got to talk about your relationship.
My relationship, real quick. Like, you're just going to slide it in there? I dare you.
How do you say his name?
How do I say his name?
Yeah.
Go ahead, try it.
I thought it was Cotry. Cottery.
No, it's not Cottery. It's Cottrell.
Cottrell. Well, it's not in front of me for the record, so... I mean, I can't see it right now. I could have pronounced it, I think, if I looked at it. But if it doesn't work out...
then you totally have a chance. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean...
You're wearing that green shirt. You are wearing that green shirt. You absolutely have a chance.
Your eyes, though.
Yeah, see? We're match made in heaven. There it is.
Yep,
you heard it here first.
Because I could tell he could kick my butt, so we're not going for that. But
he's a little tall.
With him? It looks,
over 4 years we've been together.
The picture's on Google.
Are you Googling us?
That was
You're
a heck
so
of a
embarrassing
story,
me right now.
It was a heck of a story. Like, y'all are on the beach, and isn't that weird when people are following y'all around with cameras?
We don't see them.
What do you mean? Like, they obviously...
Sometimes we see them, but most of the time we've been, like, hanging out, and then, like, we see them, and then I just don't like it when people are jerks to these photographers, because it's, like, honestly, like, if you can take a photo of, like, crappy me and make some money, like, by all means, like, here you go, and I'm nice to them. And but most people, like, they don't smile in them. They just don't want to be bothered. And it's like, dude, if this helps you, like,
I guess at some
through
point
a hard
it just
time,
becomes a pest for them, though. Like, I guess, because, the further up you go, the more
it also
rabid
depends
they
where
are.
you go. Like, don't walk down, like,
Fifth Avenue and expect them not to...
Yeah, exactly. Like, just hang out,
Yeah.
the local, like, where your grandma shops, there's a way to avoid it if you want to.
So Google paints a very romantic picture of y'all. You look very happy.
We're very romantic, I guess, yeah.
So, congratulations. Are y'all married?
Thank you.
Look, I just want to know.
We're very together.
I got you here, and I saw ring in your left hand, so I just thought I would ask.
That's nice. That's nice
cool.
that you asked.
Well, Kat, it's been a pleasure chatting with you.
You're
and,
welcome.
Get your single on iTunes?
Yes, it's on iTunes right now, which I'm like super stoked about. And we released, and I don't know if you're into like different kind of remixes and stuff,
Definitely.
and maybe the people listening. And we released an EP, which is just for Wanna Say, with a bunch of different remixes. It's really dope.
Oh, cool. I'll check it out. That's on iTunes also?
Yeah, you're gonna play it, right?
I sure
I'm gonna get
am
my
gonna play
spin
it.
on today.
That's right. Nice. Way to work. Now your website, Cat Graham Music?
CatGraham.com.
All right, cool. And on Twitter?
Just Cat Graham.
All right, you got to tweet me now. Just so
I'm
you know.
going to. The second
I
we're
saw you
done.
tweeting other DJs around Texas.
All right, were you jealous?
I was
You were
jealous.
a
I
little
was like-
jealous. You were getting territorial, and you hadn't even met me yet.
I know. I was like, I'm going to do the little reverse camera picture too. I'm not going to say his name because he's my rival at night.
I'm sure you guys are really good friends.
I've never met him, but he is a cool dude.
He's very cool.
I told him on Twitter, I hope to one day go against you, and then about a year later,
I
did.
figure like you guys would work together since you guys all play like the same music.
We're very close knit, but the notches are very far away from each other.
Interesting. Well, whoever plays my record the most gets my favorite vote.
All right. I'm going to try to win that.
So there's your rival.
Nice. Well, thank you for stopping by. Welcome
You're
to Texas.
welcome. Thanks.